This video is made possible by...
So hello everybody, my name is Mike Krupin, and my good friend Bob Morgan asked that I would come here and just say a few little words about how I got out of the hills of Virginia, in Roanoke, Virginia, and how I got to Beverly Hills, California. Boy, it's a whopper, it's a story. I grew up in a small little town in Virginia. I was a pretty good athlete. I lived with my grandparents in a rollaway bed in their bedroom. Not one person in my family ever graduated from high school. I attended high school, and fortunately I was a pretty good football player. And I'll never forget that my senior year, I had about 10 football scholarships. Back then, you had to get something called 800 total on your SATs. I didn't know what an SAT was. I've never read a book in my life. Not one person in my family ever read a book. So I took the SATs, got 796. Now I had no money, and I'm the only one that graduated from high school, and I want to go to college. So I was pretty disappointed. But man, life works really funny. The football coach came up to me and he said, "Mike, I know the football coach at St. Christopher's boarding school in Richmond, Virginia. Son, if you can get into that school, you'll get into any college in America. It's that prestigious." I said, "Can you get me an interview, coach?" He says, "It's done. You're going Friday." This was Thursday. And I hitchhiked 180 miles to Richmond, Virginia. I find my way to the school, and man, you could not believe this school. Bricks, lawns, hardwood floors. It was unbelievable. I was met there by the football coach, the headmaster. They say, "Mr. Krupin, we want you to write an essay about anything you want. We just want to grade it." They read it, and they looked at me and they said, "Mr. Krupin, that is the worst essay we have ever read." And then the football coach looks at me and he says, "Mr. Krupin, if we don't accept you, you'll never get into college." And I said, "Excuse me, sir, does that mean I'm in?" And they said, "Yes." I graduated number 3 in my class, and yes, I got a full football scholarship to college. I get a phone call from the coach at Johns Hopkins University, and he goes, "Krupin, this is Coach." I go, "Hi, Coach." He goes, "I'm leaving Baltimore, Maryland, moving to Richmond, Virginia, and I'm going to be the manager of Provident Mutual Life Insurance Company of Philadelphia. And son, if you are as tenacious in selling life insurance as you were playing football, you'll make a lot of money." 4 years later, I was the #1 salesman in the United States. You got to have enthusiasm. You got to find something that you're really passionate about, because when you meet people, they will get enthusiastic if you are, and they will feel your passion. You got to be disciplined, and you got to be repetitive. To be great at one thing, you got to do it over and over again, and you got to be a little different. Like, I'm in Beverly Hills, California, and I'm thinking I'm the only guy in this whole town that wears a coat and tie. But first impressions are important, because if you dress good, you feel good. If you feel good, you're going to be successful in your profession. You know, failure is part of life. In my business, selling life insurance, I fail more than I succeed. So I get a lot of no's. I just move on to the next one. My compassion for people. I love people, and I enjoy helping people.
For more inspirational stories, check out pivotalplays.com.